All right, Sistas fans, thanks to those who tagged me in the post that has the synopsis for this week's episode of Sisters, because for some reason we have the synopsis for episodes 1 through 5, except for 2 for some reason, but we finally got it. My boyfriend's back. Danny makes it her personal mission to get to the bottom of what is going on with Sabrina. So that's why we see her in the promo going over to, Calvin and Maurice's apartment and telling him about the investigation. All right. And then, of course, we know she's going to show up at the penthouse to my recollection, anybody who goes up to the penthouse needs to be buzzed up by Andy first, because Andy will usually get a phone call and the person on the other end of the line will be like, oh, so-and-so's here to see you. Do you allow them to be buzzed up? And Andy's like, yes, please send them up. And yet Danny just strolls in there and then sees Andy and Gary getting it on, and Andy's shocked. So does Danny call Andy in advance like, hey girl, I think something's wrong. Can I come over to the penthouse later? And then it's like, yeah, I'll tell the person at the front to let you up, automatically, that kind of thing. So Andy gets back and is like, hey, I'm expecting a friend of mine named Danielle. When she gets here, could you just let her up for me? So that's the only way it will make sense, because we do know Gary calls Andy saying, hey, can I come by? And then he starts to take off his clothes, and then they get it on and she forgets about it, because if Danny just walks in like that, that's bad continuity. All right. But we do know she does talk to Sabrina about she talks to Andy about the Sabrina thing, but I think the Danny walking in on Andy is probably the cliffhanger of the episode. Okay, then the back half of the synopsis. Zach must neutralize a brewing situation between Fatima and Karen. I don't give a shit. We know Karen's going to run her mouth on the phone, and we know Zach is going to go over to the apartment to talk with Miss Lisa and Aaron. So hopefully Zach is able to tell her, Karen's mom, could you please get your daughter to stop harassing me and my girlfriend? I'd really appreciate it. So that's pretty much it. My boyfriend's back. This seems to be a title that focuses on the Andy thing, because, Gary comes over. He's the one that initiates the sex session by saying, now I'm going to remind you why you keep coming back. So there you go. Why are we even paying attention to the storyline anymore? Who cares? All right. Well, that's all I have for you, because remember, I did my trailer breakdown over the weekend. So make sure you check out the full trailer breakdown. And if you come across any new episode titles or synopsis for Sistas Season 5, feel free to send them my way. Links to my social media are in the description below. And with that being said, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel. And with that being said, I will talk to you in the next one.